as I stand here not to defend a person or an institution, but to defend trust. The trust we place in Supreme Court, the final guardian of our constitution. In a time when everyone is judged by social media before judged by the law, it's easy to call every delay, every rumor, every verdict as a sign of corruption. Behind a black robe, it is not power, but process and pressure to uphold justice for 1.4 billion people day after day without fear and favor. And eradicating corruption. So the court intervention in 2G case and coal block, many corruptions have been evaluated and public funds were being saved. And the judges ensured that CBI independence in corruption, that is judicial activism, and RTA for transparent government, that is strengthening transparency, and privacy is a fundamental right, empowering citizens. They are not actions of corrupt, they are actions of conscience. As a Supreme Court judge, my duty extends beyond interpreting the law. It is to ensure that justice cleanses public welfare. And when it comes to the myth, all judges are corrupt. No, only in a few rare cases I would say. And judges cannot be questioned. They can be questioned by in-house practices and many other forms we have. And no accountability exists. If accountability doesn't extend, how can you get justice? You should think. And in form of justice for judge, we have three things: in-house committee, impeachment process, and don't think that parliament and other judges can only question the judges. A common citizen also can write to CJI and a president a complaint letter and charge a judge. How can we suggest the building trust? Like how can we improve the solution? Even the rarest case can be eliminated, increasing the transparency and making public people awareness about the judicial system, and encourage everyone to involve in ethics workshop and peer review with judiciary. And it is the deadliest combo I have given here. கெடுவெல்வான் என்பது அறிவற்ற நெஞ்சம் நடுவழியை அல்ல செய்யும். He loses his sense for justice because about his own brain. And Dr. Ambedkar said, constitutional morality is not a natural sentiment that is to be cultivated. So both of them tell us that morality is cultivated, so this constitution survives. Thank you.